My next question has to do with another type of information. And yeah, there is a bridge here. Many years ago, there was this Japanese researcher. His name was Emoto, and he wrote a beautiful publication, The Message of Water. So he discovered that um, when we have feelings, thoughts, and emotions, and around a water, mass, and creating crystals of water, you know, he realized that the crystals took different shapes. If you have positive emotions, the shapes are more complex and beautiful. If you have non-positive emotions, then the shapes are more amorphous and not so balanced. Um, but the whole idea behind was that information is communicated through thought and feeling and emotion, and it can be stored in liquid, in water. So which makes out of humans, of us, an information system as well, right? So the whole habits we have, caring for our mind and emotions, it's information we keep inside of ourselves. Um, we're caring for that. But today we are in a data-driven time, right? And a time with ChatGPT, with artificial intelligence. So how do you see your field of work being transformed through data-driven tools, data analysis, and artificial intelligence? And what do you feel is the future? How entrepreneurs need to take it?
Yeah. AI. So, well, like the founder, the mind behind it, she says, like, for example, ChatGPT has been built to help students with lower connections to become like more to reach more information, right? That was her purpose at the beginning, and I hope it becomes that, right? Because it's like there are many kids without access that can be wonderful if they help them like get at the end more access to more information, right, on a friendly way. And so that's why I think like that's what I found in AI, like access to new things, right? For example, for me, I use it like for brainstorming mainly.
Yeah.
Like I challenge it, and I start like creating like ideas or connecting stuff that maybe, for example, I don't know, has to do with a Japanese thing or like with a different culture. So what I do is like challenge to bring like new perspectives. But at the end, for me, it's a tool, AI, for me, in my case,
Mm-hmm.
right? A super powerful tool because it saves a lot of time, for sure, on a
Yeah.
research area. But at the end, it needs the human touch. And so I don't know, I'm not like thinking like, okay, it's gonna save me. It's gonna, at the beginning it was like creatives were super scared about it, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna lose my job. And I feel like we need to embrace it and empower now. Every new thing, it's like, okay, it takes time to get settled, but at the end, it's something that if you know how to use it and how to train it, it can be on your side, right? And
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm super open for the new things because I'm like I said, I'm super curious. So it's like, why is it here, right? Why do we need it? How is it going to be helpful? So, yeah, yeah, I
Awesome.
feel it can be
Yeah, I
something.
think it's a very nice perspective. If we
Yeah,
really embrace the technology, the new thing that comes, and we are keeping our responsibility there on
yeah,
what to do with information, how to use it,
yeah,
how to be trained with it. I think it's a very nice approach, very proactive. Now you have a very good, complex sparring partner. It can really challenge you with a lot more all the time. So you can grow through
yeah,
AI
yeah,
instead of giving away your responsibility and your talent to AI. You can just really challenge yourself with it. I think it's a really wonderful approach. Um, First time I'm listening to such an idea, in the last year. It's really great that you're
yeah.
doing that. Um, Human connection is my next question. So,
Okay.
how important it is then? Now we have information technology in the work you do, human connection that goes from networking to customer care to teamwork, resilience. There's so many aspects, ways of experiencing, exploring human connection. So how is that working for you? How do you need, use, or celebrate human connection in your work?
I need it. Yeah, every time, you know. And for me, like teamwork and collaboration is like it's inspiration for me at the end. I love learning from others and also adding value to others. So I feel like you can do it by yourself for sure. Like, yeah, you can do it with ChatGPT, for example. but but at the end, it's like people need people, right? It's a way of creating, of co-creating. Like everyone got their own point of view, and I really enjoy like big tables or small tables, but iterating, right? Like getting there an idea and make it grow and make it powerful, and also adding like this human touch and different perspectives, because each of us, like, we came from different backgrounds, and for sure, like, here it happens to me in Amsterdam that it's like, I don't know, I think 80% of people are expats. So every
Mhm.
time it's like I meet someone new, it's like, where are you from? Okay, what's your the idea? I was talking with someone like, what's your favorite pastry, right? Like, what do you do for birthdays? And it's completely different. So in a way, it's like amazing to connect the world, right? Like, and also
Mm.
especially because nowadays it's like the world is so connected. It's like you can't avoid like other cultures, right?
Yeah,
Indeed,
that's
we need to
true.
be, yeah, we
Yeah, I think in big cities like Amsterdam, they're all cosmopolitan cities that are hubs for cultures and views
yeah,
and religions, beliefs, and all of that come together. It's a very nice place to exercise a future civilization in which that is inclusive, and diverse, and that you can connect and collaborate with each other independently of the differences and the beauty of the richness of diversity. I think it's wonderful. I live in a very small town, very traditional, you know, with very traditional customs and habits, and very little amount of foreigners that interact with each other. So I'm having exactly the other, side of the experience. But that is also very interesting to me because I can interact with a more, formal Dutch culture and get the cultural shock very strongly, and I've been also traveling so much, this, and in so many countries and getting that cultural shock all the time, and it reshapes and my brain, my perception, and helps me to grow. So I think that both diversity and the contrast, helps you a lot, and I think it's wonderful that we have today not only internet but the ability to travel and connect and explore. And I
yeah,
hope in the future will also be that way because it helps humanity to grow, I think.
yeah, definitely. When I started traveling, like digital nomadism was kind of a hype, but it was starting. So for me, it was like not too easy to find like a good spot with Wi-Fi, for example, right? So,
Mhm.
and nowadays it's seamless, and I feel that's amazing.
Yeah,
Like when I remember working with my computer from the beach, and I was like, "Whoa, that's
yeah,
like a dream come true at the end." And
I
I
think
feel
so.
like, you know,
Yeah, nomadic lifestyle, I think it's an opportunity today for everybody that wants it.
yeah,
Personally, my company, my network has been designed based on a nomadic lifestyle because that's what I did for so many years. So everything is designed for people who want to live abroad traveling. And I hope we'll create a system that is also useful for families to do that. Because that's the next thing,
that's
That's the
nice
next thing.
challenge. Yeah,
Yeah. Um,